happy Tuesday. I'm wearing a long sleeve cream colored shirt with my plaid shirt over it, gray leggings, gray boots, some bracelets, a little ring from Maurice's. This is from Kohl's, I think. And yeah, I'll show you the rest of it later, but I thought I'd just pop on real quick this morning and let you know that we're doing our egg experiment. Here's the vinegar egg. Uh-oh. And this one is the root beer egg, or you can use any dark soda. I've usually used Coke, but since I had the root beer, I just used it. So the kids are going to get to see what's going on with those today. And for Power Hour, we're doing this little What Does the Clock Say book. And I took out the time to the hour and just did the time to the half hour because that's what we're focusing on. So they have to write the time and then write it in words. And then we're going to play this game here called Clocks. And this is from Reagan Tunstall's Guided Math Time and Measurement Unit. And I'll link everything below. And so it's like a bingo game. They spin the spinner with, oh, that's the wrong one. They spin the spinner with the half hours. And whatever they spin, they get to color that clock in. And I'm going to play blackout, so whoever gets the most clocks by the time is up wins. And I just realized I need to print more of these because I have the other side. These were two-sided. One had half hour, one had hour, and I didn't print out enough of those, so I need to print out more of those. I gave the other ones to my partner that's teaching the same skill. So yeah, I need to do that. I did not realize that when I cut them out last night, that I have the wrong ones. So let me print that out real fast. I have not been able to get my newsletter to print. I even printed it at home and it's still printed wrong. So I did email the newsletter to the parents, so they do have it. Still, I like to have one posted in my classroom, but it's not printing like all of the words. I don't know what is going on with it. It's very strange. So I don't know if I need to do another update on my computer, like maybe the Microsoft Office update will fix it. I don't know. I'll do that tonight and see what happens because this is frustrating and it's too early for the newsletter to stop coming home. So I need to get that figured out. We have music practice today after lunch, so we won't have reading time today, so I can't do any F&P testing. So that knocks out a whole day of testing for me. Yikes. But hopefully I can get a whole bunch done tomorrow and Thursday. Friday, there's no chance of doing that. And I can do some more testing next week if I have to because it's optional, but I would really like to be able to tell parents what level their child is reading at for conferences next week. I kind of think that's important. So I will check back in with you later, probably at plan time or lunch, and let you know how things are going. And I'll try to probably film a little bit of the stuff that we're doing this morning for math so you can see what's up.
I got a 4 in a row.
You got 4 in a row! Okay, try to get a blackout. Woohoo! Did you color the whole thing?
No, you.
Let's see, you've got 3, you got 4, so it's your turn, Miss. Okay, count. Oh my goodness, today's been whack-a-doodle. Wow. So we ended up having a tornado drill. Totally forgot about that. It's a statewide thing. So I should have remembered. They do it like every year around this time at 10 o'clock. Smack dab in the middle of my math time. Perfect timing. That's okay. I was done with my lesson. This was the last lesson in this chapter. We were celebrating. Yeah, I was tearing pages out of people's books. We were looking at our egg experiment and they were marking down their observations for day 2. They're super excited. Excited. Thought I'd show you my outfit real quick and then I don't know what I'm doing. I'll chat with you after I show you my outfit. So I told you this morning earlier that I was wearing clothes, which I generally do every day. I have these earrings on. I think they're either Kohl's or Target. I couldn't tell for sure from the little thing they're hanging on because I haven't worn them forever. This came from somewhere. I've had it a while. My Alex Nanny Pineapple. This came from Maurice's. This is from Maurice's. My long sleeve t-shirt is from Maurice's. It's cream. This flannel shirt is from Maurice's. My gray leggings are from Maurice's. My boots are from Maurice's. So pretty much a Maurice's girl from before. I haven't been shopping there for a long time, but I still have lots of clothes from there. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. And then I'll take you through our day and what we're going to do the rest of it. Alrighty. So I'm pretty sure, oh, there's someone at my door, hang on. The sweet teacher across the hall, the student teacher, was sharing her word sort activity with me, and she's like, oh crud, I didn't realize I put them all in order, so the kids aren't actually sorting them, they're already there. And I said, I may just write mine on the board so they can just look on the board and do that. I was finally able to get that stinky newsletter to print, although it didn't print the edges. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I'm just happy that the words are where the words are supposed to be, it looks like. Yeah. The information is there. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It should look like this. But it didn't translate on the black and white. It usually shows gray where the yellow was, so I don't know what's going on. Random side note before I forget. Did you know McDonald's has stopped carrying root beer? I don't know. Just found that out today because we have our Good Citizen of the Month gets to have McDonald's for lunch. And I heard the secretary in the office calling down to people's rooms. Hey, what was so-and-so like to drink? McDonald's no longer has root beer. I was like, that is just weird. Like, they've literally had root beer for, what, 30 years or something, and now they don't? I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. It's really strange. Okay, so I'm going to take you through our day, craziness and all. So, oh, let me show you my, my screen here. On my screen. I'll show you my, what the heck? It's called the whiteboard. Pfft. Yeah, I'm going to show you my whiteboard. There we go. Here's the whiteboard. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at all the awesome teacher writing. All the stuff that we did. Proof of learning right here. Well, proof of attempted learning. All right, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so today's lesson in Go Math was the last one of time and measurement. And it was, how do you know where to put the minute hand when it's time to the hour or time to the half hour? So honestly, my kids do awesome sauce when it's an isolated skill if we're just working on time to the hour or we're just working on time to the half hour. When you mix them up, that's where it just goes whack. So I spent a lot of time today, as you can see on my drawings up there, explaining to them, again, trying to use a different way to help them figure out how they know where that minute hand should be. Which, our skill for first grade is not to draw clocks, it's to tell time. But they should be able to make a clock. Really, they should, because it shouldn't be that hard. It's only 2 times. It's hours and half hours. We're not even doing 15 minutes. We're not doing 5 minutes, nothing. Just time to the hour, time to the half hour. But they get confused, very confused. So that's why Go Math has them just look at the hour hand, and then they decide where the minute hand should go from there. So we worked on that a lot today. And I even had them bring their book up to me, and I checked every single kid's page singularly like that. Instead of just kind of doing a walkthrough scan, I'm like, I'm going to make sure that you did this. Yeah, because I don't think I'm going to give the chapter test for this particular chapter because we don't even assess measurement for our report card. I was using their feet measurement kind of as an informal assessment, like an observational assessment for me. They can all measure with non-standard units. I was watching them use their color tiles. I was watching them use their paper clips. I was watching them use their feet that they made for the Fox and Socks Day. So they can all do it. I'm not going to do the whole Go Math test. It takes like 45 minutes because it's insane. They all understand like shortest, longest, and in between. They can order by size. They can go, this one is shorter than this one, and this one is shorter than this one. Or this one is shorter than this one, and this one is longer than this one, but shorter than this one. And I know to put it in that size order. They can do that. What was the other thing they had to do? I think that was it. They had to know to measure end to end, like leave no gaps. We did a whole bunch of that. And I did extra stuff even beyond the workbook. So I know they've got that. And we already assessed time to the hour and a half hour for our report card. So there's no point in giving that chapter test. There's no point at all. And right now, in our intervention groups, we're doing time to the hour and a half hour anyway. So there would be no point in giving that test. It's not going to give me any data that I need. I have data that I need from the other things that we've done. So it just seems like a waste of time when I could be doing more things with other math that they are having trouble with. So we're going to work more on time to the half hour because that's a tricky one. And then putting them together. So that's what I'm going to do. So that fox clock that I showed you, what does the clock say? The little fox thing. This. So for my power hour group, let me start over. This has time to the hour and time to the half hour. Already mixed up in the book. I took all the hour times out and just did half hour with my half hour power hour group. That would be hard to say if I did it fast. Then for my class, I put it back together and did hour and half hour mixed because we're going to do that tomorrow. I showed you that I showed them. Wow. English is hard. I believe I videoed us watching What Does the Fox Say? Dance off thing. That's what I was trying to get at with all the mom and the mom. Holy guacamole, my lips have left the building. I have things to put in kids' cubbies. We have a rehearsal after lunch, so they go from, poor kids, they had music rehearsal during specials time yesterday. Today they have music during specials time today, and music rehearsal after lunch today. Tomorrow they have music rehearsal during specials time tomorrow. So they have music, music, and more music. And then more music. Yeah. And they're like, are we ever going to have PE? I said, yeah, but not till next week. Sorry. Because even though, like, we didn't go to our regular specials, the rest of the world still revolves. So it's still day 1, 2, 3, or 4, even if we didn't go to those. So yesterday was supposed to be art for us. Today was supposed to be music for us. Tomorrow was supposed to be PE for us. So then Thursday we'll actually get to go to our regularly scheduled program, almost already in progress, which is library. So they're super excited that they get to do something other than music, which I'm glad too, because they will have already done their program once for the school at that point. And they'll be doing their parent program that night for things. So that'll be too much music, if that's possible. Too much of the same music, you know. They get like practiced out because they do the full-fledged rehearsal from top to bottom. They have speaking parts. It's like a musical, you know. They do songs, they do little speaking parts, they do songs, they do speaking parts. It should be super cute though because it's a Disney thing. I won't be able to record it because of copyright issues. I'm not even going to try because there's no point. Because any of that will be flagged for sure because Disney is like on it as far as their copyright stuff. Yeah. And Dr. Seuss is like that too. So just a warning to all of you that want to show Dr. Seuss stuff. Don't even try because it's bad news. Bad news. Yeah. Like share it with your community, but don't share it on YouTube because you'll get nailed for it. Just telling you. Not me personally. I've never had a problem with any of that, but just want you to know. Don't do it. It's a warning. Anyway. Okay, so I need to eat something because my mind is like, I had like a blueberry cereal bar. I wasn't going to eat anything. I don't normally eat while the kids are eating because they do snack and it goes right into math. And usually when they're partway done with snack, I start math. So I don't have time to eat anymore. But today I was like, doggone, I need something. So I had one of these fruit and grain bars. These are really good. These are just the Walmart. These are just the Walmart kind. Fruit and grain. They have different flavors. Oh gosh. Can I tell you something really stupid that I did? Oh, it hurt my nose because I did something I tell my kids not to do. I should have listened to myself. So I was walking. Okay, here's the story. So I talked about good citizen lunch, going to McDonald's. Well, they don't actually go. They actually go get the McDonald's and bring it back here. When we were in the other building, it was right across the street from McDonald's, and they would literally take the kids in the like van, like the little school van or whatever. They would drive them across the street to McDonald's and take them actually in to McDonald's and eat lunch. But since it's like 2 blocks up now, since our building is farther back, they just go get McDonald's and bring it to like the conference room upstairs. Okay, so whatever day of the week they decide kindergarten's going to have it on this day, second grade's going to have it on this day, first grade's going to have it on this day. Well, the announcements came over the intercom this morning right when it was almost power hour time, when it was like crazy time. My kids, I warn them like a minute before the little Tomahawk Chop song comes on to get to power hour. I say, okay, it's almost time for the song. You need to make sure that you're ready to go. Put away your things, keep your school box out, make sure your name's on your morning work, turn it in, or put it in the I need to do it later pile. So I was in the process of that when this random announcement came on. Please make sure you send your good citizen order to the office before you go to power hour. Didn't say who it was for. I didn't remember what day first grade was supposed to go. And every day, oh, it's Tuesday, so the last 2 days, on my lunch thing, it has said McD next to my good citizen. I'm like, okay, well, which day do you want her order? Because she's not going every day. So I thought, okay, I better get that order. So I'm like, crap, I forgot to do that on the way to specials, which is like 2 hours after they wanted the order. So I brought my laptop with me, took my computer, I'm walking down the hallway like this. Dumb. First of all, don't do that. Don't try to work on your computer while you're walking. Like, don't type and walk. I was trying to get on an email. Whacked into a wall. Not kidding you, because it jutted out. Like, the wall goes straight and there's like a... for like pipes or something behind it. So it went out. I hit my computer on the wall, which hit me right in the nose. Right there. I was like, oh... gosh. And not even kidding, right at that moment, one of my girls comes over and she's like, so-and-so's doing this and blah, blah. I'm just like, honey, I can't talk to you right now. I can't talk to you right now. Just go get in line, go to the bathroom. Oh. And I'm like, please don't cry, please, because it freaking hurt. Okay, it hurt really bad. And I was just trying not to cry. And I'm like, I'm sure my nose is going to start gushing blood. I'm going to be dripping blood everywhere. It's going to be so nasty. The kids are going to be like, what happened to you? What's wrong with you? Thankfully, no blood, but it's just, I'm going to have this giant swollen spot because it's still sore right there. Stupid. I was just stupid. I'm just tired. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm a scatterbrain. And it turns out they don't even go there today. It's kindergarten and second grade that has McDonald's today, so I didn't even need to hurt myself to try to get an order that wasn't needed to be given. I saw the principal in the hall. I said, after I hit my nose and everything, I said, does first grade have McDonald's lunch today? After I was like killing my nose, because I didn't find an email about it. Normally the secretary will email all the, grade level teachers of whatever grade is having the lunch and say, I need your order. I didn't see one. I'm like, well, maybe she just didn't get a chance to do it because she did announce it. She's like, no, it's kindergarten and second grade today. First grade goes tomorrow. I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. Ow. Trying to hold it all in. I had tears in my eyes. I know I did. I was just like, okay. Because noses, they're so sensitive. You have all these little nerves everywhere. So, important safety tip. Don't take your laptop down the hallway, ladies. Because it'll hurt you. It'll hurt you bad. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Getting my St. Patrick's on. Anyway. Moving on from that loveliness. When my stuff comes in from all the things that I've ordered online the last few days, I will show you my big eraser smorgasbord haul. Yeah, I know. But, I didn't have some of these, so I need them. That's my justification. Anyway, the good thing is I can use these over and over and over and over and over as long as I keep track of them, blah, 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 blah. So I ordered all kinds of different mini erasers. Oriental Trading gets me every time when they tell me they have free shipping. 2 days only free shipping. I'm like, okay, there's probably something I need from there. Because usually I have stuff in the cart on Oriental Trading and I just wait for their free shipping and then I order it. I usually dump all that stuff off by the time it gets to be free shipping again because I don't want it anymore, which is good. Saves me money. This time I was like, oh, they had some eraser packs I wanted because they have like bulk packs of like, seriously, I think they have a pack of 2,500 erasers on there for like $35 or something. That would be amazing if you wanted, my hair's funky, if you wanted to get a whole bunch of different ones for like graphing or something. That would be a really good deal. And you could even go in with a partner teacher or a couple of them because I'm not going to say who needs 2,500 erasers. I'm not even going to do that. That's not even me. Nope. No judgment. No judgment. So, oh, my nose hurts. Anyway, try not to think about it. Yeah, so they had all different kinds that I had put in my little wish list and stuff. And then so I ordered them. Long story longer. Ordered them. There was some on Amazon. Ordered them. Yeah. I need to not go to Dollar General anymore for a very long time because they'll have those Easter ones. I don't need any. I think I have 8 bags of each kind now. Like 8 bags of the different eggs and 8 bags of the bunnies. Yes, those little critters. Yes. So I think I have plenty of those. I don't quote me on this and like help me out because I need an intervention. I do not need more Target erasers. I don't. No. I need to not go to the dollar spot, Bull's Ice Playground. I don't need to go there. I don't. I need to ban Target from my life for a while. I just need to like cut it off. Cold turkey. No more Target for a while. No more. Can't do it. Don't even have an excuse to buy stuff for little kids because I think I've already got all the nieces and nephews, everything they could ever need for Easter egg hunt. So we're good. Yeah. All right. So hold me to it, people. Keep me accountable. You heard me say it here. I put it out there. You can help me out. Be my support system. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore because, like, I was going to F&P test. I do have the music rehearsal in my lesson plan, so I did know that it was happening. Oh, we got that stinking donut writing done yesterday. Done. Now they need to partner edit. And then comes me editing with 20 students. But I can't read their writing. So, yeah. That's going to be a lot. If I can't read this, you need to rewrite it because I can't read that. That'll probably be 80% of my class, honestly. Some of it. I'll be able to read some of it because we did the intro and the closing together, and they wrote the in-betweens, the 3 reasons why their donuts were the most awesome ever. So that's the only part I need to edit because I've already shown them. Like, they literally copied it from the board, the intro and the closing. And if they cannot do that, and I read it, and some of them I scribed it for them. Like, I wrote it on their paper, and they just had to copy their writing. So if they can't do that, I cannot do anymore. I can't physically write it on their paper for them. They have to do that part. I did as much as I could. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. I don't know. This is my iced coffee from yesterday. Now, before you get all skeeved out, I froze it again because that would kill the germs. Froze it overnight, and there's a nice frozen glob, so it's really good. The only problem is this little twisty straw is really, really cute and stuff, but it's very narrow. See how skinny it is compared to, like, this straw? Can you tell? Like, look at that one, and look at this one. Can you tell this one's much smaller around? The diameter is much smaller in this one. Therefore, thicker liquids, i.e. iced coffee, don't suck up the straw very well, so I'm kind of turning my face inside out when I'm trying to get a drink of caffeine. So it's a little crazy looking, but my kids just think it's funny and they just laugh at me, which, thanks friends for laughing at me. We had a tornado drill today too and all the craziness. Yep, that was super fun. I think I'd mentioned that. Oh my gosh, it was whack because I've got heat lunch. That's probably a good idea. I've got a kid that has like an abscess on her face that kept just like erupting blood just randomly through the morning. So that happened during the tornado drill. Then I have another girl that's got something wrong with the other side of her mouth. There's a sore in there, and so it's hurting her. So I'm having them like rinse their mouths out and get drinks and stuff because it's like gross. This one girl's parents have been called twice. I've sent her she got sent to the nurse by the power hour teacher, and that's how I knew about it because I didn't see her enough this morning to know. And then I sent her again, and it said on there, I've called parents, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I understand that you've called the parents. I just want you to really know that she's in bad shape and she should not be here. She needs to go to the doctor and get antibiotics she probably needs to have it drained, like lanced and drained, and go to the doctor and get antibiotics and stay home for a day because it's the poor kid. It hurts and it's nasty and how's she going to eat her lunch? I mean, really, I guess she ate our goldfish today. Okay. That's probably why it started doing that though, because it poked it. Yeah, and then all the kids are like, let me see. I'm like, get away from her, please. Give her some space. She's got some issues in her mouth. You need to leave her alone. Yes, please. But, you know, they love to see everything. And then they're like, ew. And I'm like, I tried to tell you, but whatever. Thanks for listening. We're having trouble with our ears not working today. We need to turn them on. Some of them forgot to turn them on when they left the house today, so we're having trouble with listening today a lot. This morning, for a power hour, the kids all line up along the wall outside my door. And every day I do it the same. And they get it after the first day. And some of them have been in here before, so they know how I do it anyway. But I just show them on the first day. I want you to stand right here when you wait for me. And I'll come out and I'll ask you I'll show you where I want you to sit or tell you where I want you to sit. So I tap them and I say, desk, rug, table, desk, rug, whatever. Well, yesterday, 2 little boys, very apocalyptic together, from the same class. I'm like, nope, they're not going to sit together again. They sat at desks right next to each other, and it was not good. Not good. So I made a point in my head to go, oh, when you see those two, don't sit them together. I did not tell them to sit together, but, you know, they gravitate toward each other. You know that. What happens? It's magnetic. Yeah. So I made a point of, when I saw them, of course, they were standing together, which made it easy for me. I went, oh, desk, rug. And I made a point of telling the one kid to go to the rug. I come in the door. Where is he? He's at a desk. And the kid that's supposed to be at a desk is standing and looking like this because they can't find a desk to sit at because he sat in their spot. I walk over to him and I said, friend, You're supposed to be on the rug. I don't want to. I'm sorry, what did you just say? I mean, in my head, I'm going, what? Did I just hallucinate something? I went, I'm sorry. Where did I ask you to sit? Did I ask you to sit on the rug? I don't want to. Please sit on the rug. I don't want to. Okay, let's go to the hallway. Please go to the hallway. I don't want to. Today's not the day, friend. Today's not the day. I went, come with me, please. I took his little hand and I helped him stand up and I helped him walk across the hall to his classroom. I said, we're going to talk to your teacher. Friends, I'll be right back. And they're like, because they knew he was in trouble. He gets in trouble a lot, unfortunately. I walked over, I said, Mrs. Friend, can I bring your friend back? Because he's not listening at all. I said, we can't even sit where we're asked to sit without saying I don't want to. And she goes, oh. She goes, well, I don't want him. He's going to the office. I went, sounds good. Okay, thank you. He had his stuff. I put it down. Came back in the room, started our day. Watched What Does Fox Say? Went on with our lives. Assistant principal comes back a little bit later. Friend walks in the room. Goes and starts to sit on the rug. I said, what are we doing? He goes, I'm sitting on the rug. I said, well, I think we should chat first, don't you? He's like, okay. So, and he was very obviously had probably had to come to Jesus talk with assistant principal, who's a man. Not knocking female teachers, obviously, I'm one of them. But sometimes, especially boys, need to have a male tell them something. Tell them how it is. Because a lot of them are from single parent families where it's just mama. And they don't have a man telling them things. And it's a little more intimidating to have a man tell you something than a woman because it's mom and they love me. You know, they're not going to hurt me. For all he knows, assistant principal might pummel him. We don't know. Anyway, plus our assistant principal is very tall. So he's not scary, but he's authoritative and he's tall. So that's, right there. Being tall is a little more intimidating too. So I went in the hallway and assistant principal standing there and I said, do you have anything to tell me? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I'm sorry. I said, thank you. I appreciate that. I said, do you know why I asked you to sit on the rug like I had a special place for you to sit for a reason? And he's like, no. I said, it's because yesterday you were sitting by your friend and it was really hard for you to learn because you guys were just being silly together and it wasn't working. And so today I decided that it would be better to find you a better working spot where you could listen and learn better. And he goes, oh. And the assistant principal goes, does your teacher have the right to ask you to sit in certain places? Yes. Do you know that it's her job to make sure that you learn? Yes. And it's her job to help you learn the best way that she can? Yes. And she was trying to help you out by asking you to sit in a certain place? Yes. Does she have the right to do that? Yes. And what should you do when your teacher or whoever, because I was his teacher at that point, what should you do when your teacher asks you to do something? I should say, yes, ma'am. And where should you look? At her. Can you do that right now? Yes, ma'am. I mean, he was very demure. Very, very demure and very mousy. So I think he probably had quite the little talk. Probably had a little attitude adjustment. And he was very, very pleasant when he came back. And I said, okay, friend. I think your school box might be in your classroom. He goes, it's in the office. And I said, okay, why don't you go get it? And you can come back down to the rug and then we can keep going with our day, okay? And he goes, okay. So he went and did that. And then as he scooted up to the office, I looked at my assistant principal. I said, thank you. I really appreciate that. And he goes, no problem. See you later. So sometimes they just need to be told how it is. Is it just me? Am I just old? I mean, sometimes I really feel like an old lady and I just go, kids these days just have no respect. You know what I mean? But seriously, have you noticed, if you've taught for just even 5 years, have you seen the shift? Probably goes this way. Have you seen a change from like your first year to now in the respect level of kids? Like okay, this is way longer ago than 5 years ago, obviously. But when I was in school, I would have rather died in a flaming fire pit than tell my teacher I don't want to. That never crossed my mind that I could say that to my teacher. I didn't even think that. Because, holy cow, that's not an option. We knew that. Like, I knew that if I got in trouble at school, I was going to get it at home, too. I'm not talking like I was going to be abused or beaten up or anything. But we were going to have a nice little talking to if I got in trouble at school at home. My parents would support the school in their decisions. But I tell you, a lot of these kids, they don't have a lot of guidance from their parents in regular things, like just normal day-to-day life. And so they certainly don't get it when it comes to school. And so the kids get this idea that they don't have to comply with an adult's wishes. I wasn't asking him to solve, the world's problems. I simply asked him to sit in a certain spot on the rug. And that was too difficult for him to comprehend today. I mean, I don't get why people think they have an option. I just am like, oh, it frightens me that these are the children that are going to be taking care of us when we're old and feeble. Okay, I need to go take my kids from music to lunch, and then from lunch to music practice. So I'll check back with you later. Hey there. So I just got my kids dropped off at lunch, and I'm just fixing up my lunch here. This is the sweet sesame chicken. It's really good. I'm just putting a little bit of salt in it after I cooked it. I'm thinking the mess, like, yeah, it looks ridiculous. I have like bags of stuff over here on the floor, and they're just like creeping toward me because they keep bringing more and more stuff, like seasonal themed stuff to use for math games and whatever, because I can't put them out there because the kids will see them and get into them ahead of time. So I'm thinking I need to go snag one of my storage bins that are empty that I used to pack up my classroom at the end of the year out of the first grade closet and like maybe dump all that in there. And then I just have one bin of stuff instead of bags and bags everywhere. Like I probably have 40 water bottles back here. Thinking I would do like a rocket experiment or something cool like that with the kids. Surely I could do something with all these water bottles, right? Ugh, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but plus I have this package of Happy Mail that I need to send out to a friend in Wisconsin. So she should be getting that by the end of the week, I would think. But it sat here yesterday and I totally forgot to finish it. I have it ready. I just need to like seal it shut and tape the labels down and stuff. So yeah. I've got my return label here. The little card in there. But yeah, I need to have a moment to tape it shut and take it to the post office. So hopefully I can do that today after school. I do not want to do anything else after school though. I just want to go home and collapse. Last night, between making supper and bagging up all of these lovely little critters and things, it was 7 o'clock before I got to sit down and just relax. And then I was like, and I just didn't want to do anything else. So yeah. I have papers I need to put in the kids' cubbies. I can do it at recess time because honestly we don't pack until after recess. So as long as it gets in there before they pack, it's so much easier. I just realized I've got a letter. So we have, I've been talking about our music performances this week. School-wide tomorrow, parents on Thursday, grandparents on Friday. We give the grandparents the option of taking home their grandkids because our performance is at the end of the school day. So if they have permission from the child's parents to take them from school, they can do that and just take them with them. Well, we're responsible for signing them out in our classroom because you don't want like 150 sets of grandparents upstairs signing kids out. That would be awful. So we have this little note that we send home. I'll show it to you in just a second. I hope it prints right because it's looking really weird. Okay, I need to send it home today because it needs to be back before Friday. So here's, if I can shrink it down. Yes, here's the note. And I put little Mickey ears on it, so it's current for this one. But it basically says, my first grade student, Jane Wilson, is allowed to leave with Grandma and Grandpa Wilson on Friday after the first grade musical. And then they have to bring that back. Oh, we're crooked. There we go. The student has to bring that back and give it to me, or we can't do it. Grandma and Grandpa can't just say, oh yeah, Mom said it was fine. Sorry, you gotta have the paper. Or you need to call them and I need to talk to them because we're not doing that. That's a liability that I am not gonna take. Oh my gosh, for 10 years I have been saying, with this complicated attendance system that we have, surely it can tell us their attendance report for each kid. You know what we've had to do the last 10 years? Pull up a kid's attendance report and physically with our eyeballs count how many T's for tardies and how many hours and days they've missed in a certain time span. So you have to go, oh, well, this quarter started on December, whatever. Well, this one would start on January 8th. So January 8th to March, whatever then the quarter is. I think it's the 12th or something. It's either Monday or Wednesday next week, sometime. Whatever date that is. You have to look in between those time frames. Not the whole year, because little Johnny has 1,200 absences, but you can only look at the ones from this quarter. So you have to narrow it down by date with your eyeballs. Finally, somebody has figured out how to do it after 10 years. Not even kidding. We've had to just count them physically. That is a really not fun part of report cards. So, just got an email that said our technology lady is going to run our reports for us and give them to us on Monday so we can put them in our report cards. Yes. So exciting. All right. I am going to eat my lunch so I have time to run to the restroom because right after lunch I have to take my kiddos to the restroom real fast. Maybe. Probably. I'll need to take them before the rehearsal because otherwise they're going to be asking me for half an hour. Can I go to the bathroom? You cannot go in the middle of rehearsal. So I'll take them to the restroom. And then I'll be sitting there with my computer. I'm going to take my computer with me. Yep. I can get something done while they're practicing. Like, I'll obviously be watching them part of the time. But they're going to be up on the risers doing their singy thingy. Supposed to be watching the music teacher. So I should be able to do a little bit. And then we come back down here to our classroom. It depends on what time it is because usually things run over. It's not good. I think I will have them partner edit today, like just whatever time's left. Then we'll have recess. Then we come back in. We'll pack. And then we're going to... I put review and assess national symbols. I'm not going to do it. We're going to do our Scholastic News Science Spin for teeth. Because I forgot I had it. I found it yesterday when I got the Dr. Seuss thing out. I'm like, oh, look, we do have a tooth one. And that goes along with what we're doing. So I will just bump that to another day. It's no biggie. Because our science and social studies standards, you can do them whenever you want. And some of my kids weren't here to talk about the national symbols. So it won't hurt them any to do it another time. Yeah, I'm just going to push it down. Because honestly, I don't have the energy. And I'm not going to be able to do the assessment before my kiddos have to leave for reading. So I'm not going to do it. And then tomorrow, at that time after recess, is our performance for the school. So that shoots that time too. So I'm going to try to make it easier on myself today so I can just come in here tomorrow and just be like, get it done. Yep, because I'm fried today. Fried. So let me eat my lunch real fast and then carry on with my day. And I'll try to check in with you at recess time and let you know how things are going. But really, there won't be a lot to talk about probably. But we'll see you later. Okay, last one. Get ready for cross curls. Here we go. Good morning. My kids are at musical rehearsal during our specials time, so they're practicing for their Disney showcase. We are going to sing for the school today at 2, and then we sing for the parents tomorrow night at 6:30, and then we sing for the grandparents on Friday at 1:15. So it's a whirlwind tour for them. They're going to be so over it when it's done. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really cute. They do some of the older songs like Lion King and Peter Pan and stuff like that. Little Mermaid. It's really, really cute. I brought my Mickey ears today, so I can wear them for the performances. It'll be fun. I showed you what we did for part of our math today. We did whole class time move it. It's hour and half hour, and they had to look at the slide, decide what the time was, write it on the recording sheet. I'll show you the recording sheet for that. I collected them because it's kind of like a pre-assessment, so I can see who's having trouble, because we're going to take our report card test tomorrow. So I want to see who might need a little extra help before the test. We're also going to do a beat the clock tomorrow that's timed to the half hour and hour. So I'll see how they're doing on that. And then I'm going to show you my outfit. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do the rest of the day. The sweater's from Cato. Everything else is from Maurice's. Okay. Let me back up so you can see it. So the sweater has fringe on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that from back there. It's fringe. And I keep catching my fringe on chairs when I walk by and it'll pull the string out. Eventually I think this sweater will have no fringe, but whatever. Ugh. It's been a whirlwind day. I'm just trying to get like assessments in and it's really hard. My partner teacher across the way that has the student teacher though came to me yesterday and said, is there something I can help you with? Some kind of testing or something? And I went, that'd be great. She goes, would you like me to take some of your reading kits? I'm like, yeah, thank you. Because F&P testing takes forever. If you do F&P, Fountas and Pinnell, or DRAs, they're very similar, to check their reading level or comprehension and their accuracy, all that stuff, you know it takes for a while. It takes a while to get through each kid. Because they at least read 2 books. We get to their instructional level. We used to have to get to their hard level, and that takes forever. Because they can be instructional, before they get to the hard level. And you could do like 6 books and per kid. So we're talking you could be reading 120 books with a class of 20. It can take forever. So I'm so glad that she's doing that for me. She tested 3 kids earlier, and after lunch I think she's going to pull some more kids. And I'm going to have my kids do their STAR math test because I forgot we had to do that this week. So I'm borrowing iPads from some people down here because they won't need them. Their class will be at specials during that time when we have that time. So it won't affect their schedule at all. And that way all of my kids at the same time can take the STAR math test. So we'll get that done. I need to be able to F&P some kids during that time, hopefully. I have told my class that after they take their STAR math test, they need to come show me their screen before they touch anything. And then they can go get on Prodigy, which they love. They love it. And it should be pretty quiet in here. Yeah. So then it'll be real easy to reading test kids because I'll be able to hear them without going, please be quiet, please be quiet. Shh, shh, shh. It's hard to be that quiet for testing, but you have to do it. It's just one of the things you got to do. Okay, let me take you over to my desk so you can see the recording sheet that the kids used for the time to the hour and half-hour move it. Got them all stacked up over here. I haven't checked them yet because I just got back in my room. It takes about 15-20 minutes to get everybody sorted out and get the musical practice started. Then I had to use the restroom and all that stuff. So the recording sheet looks like this. It's got the little fox on it. They write the digital time that matches the analog clock. And I'm trying to give out stickers galore for these cards because we have like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, like 6 or 7 cards they need to get through to get to the rainbow party. And I've been talking this party up all year, and I feel like I'm going to let them down if we don't get there. So I had 6 kids that went to the next card just before we went to musical practice. Plus I have a list on my phone, and I'm keeping track of kids that are exhibiting great behavior in line and are silent like they should be. And I'm giving stars for that because at this point in the year, they don't have to lose. They need incentives because we're all tired of each other. We're ready for spring break, and we don't have spring break for another 3 weeks. We got a lot to do before we get there. So I need to get them motivated somehow. And they love stickers. And I probably showed you this before, but I just use, of course I can't find them now. I just use the little dot stickers from Walmart. Get a package of them. I've got a jillion. I've told them I would be fine with having to go get more stickers today from Walmart because I ran out. I would love for you to run me out of stickers today. That'd be great. So a lot of them have already earned 2 for walking in line quietly on the way to the practice and for also standing on the risers quietly. I also told them I'd be watching them during their performance for their awesome behavior, and they could earn stickers for that, for watching the director, for listening when people are doing their speaking parts, for standing quietly on the risers in between times, for singing nicely, for good behavior, you know, for being responsible and safe and respectful and all that. So they're looking forward to that. So I'll be keeping track on my phone how they do there. I've almost got all these cut out now, all 6, because they are super excited. They're like, I filled up my card. I'm like, great, pull it off the wall and bring it over here. Then I had one of my friends, I'll stack them up for you. That'd be great. So we pulled the tape off the back of them, and he put them on my desk, which was really sweet. And that way I can get their blue cards ready for them and get them on the wall so we can fill up another card. Because you know from some of my past vlogs that when I've done some shopping, I've bought some things already for the rainbow party. And I want every possible kid to come to that. I want to give them every opportunity to fill up their cards, even the newer kid. Because honestly, I was kind of slacking on the whole giving stickers for a while because honestly, they weren't earning them. Some of them probably were, but the rest of them, not so much. And so I'm like, I'm not going to give you a sticker just because you're breathing. Yeah, they had to earn them. So, all right, I've got these awesome 6 cards ready to go. I think the next color is orange, and I have those. I think I've printed all of them out. I just haven't laminated. Oh, yeah. Look how pretty those are. That is the crown of achievement there, friends. That's the rainbow card. Everybody wants that. They all go, the rainbow card. I need to find unicorn stickers for that card. I'm going to be scoping out unicorn stickers because I feel like they need to get unicorns because that's the unicorn card, right? So they go from blue to orange to pink to purple. I just haven't laminated the purple. Then they go to yellow. And then this really pretty blue, like teal. See what I mean? That's a lot of cards you have to go through. And then there's another one still after that. Kind of like a purpley gray. A light purple. And then the rainbow, I think that's the last one. So, this is Bond. It needs to be sticker crazy. Because they love it. These stickers are not expensive. I mean, you do have to buy them, but they are not expensive. And seriously, for peace of mind, for your sanity, it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Get my handy dandy Sharpie out and start writing these kids' names on here. I also have a to-do list. I have all these assessments I need to print out. This is my teacher key for that. I think there is one on the actual product. I got that from Teachers Pay Teachers. That is a primary techie thing. And of course, as always, I will link it below so that you can get it too if you wish. Everything that she has made is amazing. You will not be disappointed in any product you buy from her store. She's awesome. I love it. I'm making a stack here so I know which ones I've done. I have trouble making capital N's with a Sharpie. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a block from when I was a child, but I'm not impressed with my capital N's when I write them with a Sharpie. It's very strange. Fills me with trepidation when I have to write a capital N with Sharpie because I don't feel very confident with my N's. It's strange. Everything else is fine, just not that. Anyway, the kids love these cards because they can take them home. Honestly, I may not laminate the other ones because who has time to laminate and cut them all out like that? And they don't really need to be laminated. They don't. They stay on the wall and they go home. So that's to heat my lunch. You know what? Forgot to bring my lunch. But I think I have some eggs in here from Green Eggs and Ham on Friday, and it's only Wednesday. They're still good. So I'll eat that in an apple and I'll be good. And I have yogurt, so I'll be fine. I'll be good. Alright, got my new blue cards ready to go up. These guys can take their green ones home. Just need to put some tape on the back of all these. And get them on the wall. And they'll be like, oh, my cards. Oh. Yes. It's really cool. When one kid fills up their card, it motivates all of the rest of them to get their card filled up too. And then they start going, oh, I only need 3 more. I only need 1 more. Oh, I only need 5 more. I'm like, ooh, good. Keep working and you can get the rest of your stickers. I would love, love, love for you to fill up your card. So, really cool. All right, those are ready. Now I need to print out some assessments and figure out what I'm going to do for lunch because that's going to be in about 15 minutes. And I'll need to get my kids from the gym, which is right outside the cafeteria, so I don't have to go very far. And then I'll be able to... Oh, I left my board on. Let's turn that off. I don't need that. Okay. Left it on from earlier. Turn that off. Alrighty. And I will get my assessments printed out, and I'll probably check back in with you later and let you know how things are going. Kids are not going to have a full recess time. I already talked to the recess supervisor and said my kids will probably only have about 10 minutes. And I'll need to make sure to have them packed before we go to recess because when we come back, it'll be time to go just about, and they won't have time to do it. So that'll be good. And we can just like play a game on the board or something until it's time to go. We'll have about maybe 10 minutes, maybe. The program is about half an hour, but then it takes a while to get off the risers and get all the way back down to our classroom with the whole first grade moving at the same time. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get my list whipped out, and I'll check back in with you when I can. Oh my goodness. My kids have no ears today. None. I have had to look directly in the kids' eyes and go, I need you to listen, please. Like, English, not comprehending anything I'm saying. Oh, we did our STAR math test on the iPads. Oh, it's over. It's over until the end of the year. I'm so glad. It's a nightmare getting them all logged in. Then it's a nightmare getting them all put away because we don't have enough for a class set. So we actually only have 7 that are working right now because the one that someone borrowed was reported as lost, and now it's inactive. So now I have to email the tech guy and say, can you make our iPad work again? Because they won't let me do anything with it. So now I have 2 other class sets of iPads here that I need to return. So I don't want to be responsible for them. But I simply said, since we had 3 classroom sets of iPads, I said, please log out of what you're in and log out of your name. And when I call your name, bring me your iPad. And I started calling people's names and I'm like, I don't have my iPad. I said, where's your iPad? I put it away. Honey, did I ask you to put it away? Or did I say when I call your name, please bring it to me? I asked them to bring it to me open so I could see that they've logged out of everything. Because they have to sign in with their name. And then it's going to take the next person a while to log them out and log them back themselves in. There were like half my class, like 10 kids. I'm like, guys, did I say to do that? No. I saw this glob of children scurry to get their iPads. I said, oh my goodness. So I'm getting money for my shirt that I got from a friend for our Disney stuff. But I think the shirt's going to be too small because it's a junior and I need a bigger size if it's a junior. So I'm going to have to exchange it, but that's okay. I'm going to pay her for it because she did buy it for me. The kids with the iPads and STAR math testing was a little scary. I'm like, guys, did I ask you to put your iPads anywhere? No. Then why are you getting up and wandering around with the iPads and setting them where they don't go? Is that even our classroom iPad? I don't know. Exactly. Do you suppose maybe that's why I asked you to wait till your name is called? Yeah. Can you please get the iPad you had and sit down and follow directions now? Okay. Like, it should not have been that hard. But it was like, oh, kids, please, turn on your ears. They're just, today, they were just really not listening at all day long. And I'm like, guys, I love you. I love you so much. But wow, you have got to listen. I can't repeat myself 40 times. That's all I'll do all day. I'll never do anything at all. So I'm glad that part's over. They're at recess right now for like 10 minutes, and then I'm going to pick them up after I use the restroom. And then they're going to use the restroom. We'll put our coats away. We'll get our little Mickey ears on, and we'll head up for the school performance of their Disney showcase. And I'm sure it'll be lovely, and I wish I could film it. But I won't be able to because it's copyrighted, everything. So there will be no filming of that. So, just have to tell you how it goes. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Then after school, I have late buses. I only have one more day after today. I'm so excited. Yay. It'll be nice to have the afternoons open where I can do things again. I did not get basically any testing done today other than what my partner teacher did with reading. Got no test done. I can do a pilot testing tomorrow, so it'll be fine. And Friday. So it'll be okay. It all gets done somehow. I'll get it. And then I was like, oh crap, I need to put in the numbers for the mileage club because that's due too. So I'm trying to figure out how to put them in bulk because they all have the same amount. We do the same stuff all the time. So I will talk to you later when I get a chance.